only free when you realize you belong no place. You belong every place, no place at all. The price is high, the reward is great. Maya Angelou. And I love this quote because it allows me, to reflect, to think that why did Maya said this? There is a freedom in not belonging, and I can understand that. And I think when we go to different places where we are stranger, we take that burden off from ourselves. When we are a stranger, when we are not belonging to that place, we feel that freedom. And there is no pressure to be a certain way. There is no pressure, there is no rules, there is no guidelines of how to be. And when we are belonging, and that means when we are in a familiar settings, right? When we are in a family or work or relationship, wherever we belong, there is an unsaid underlying protocol and a pressure to behave a certain way, to be a certain way, a pressure to fit in. And we all know that. We all do it unconsciously. Wherever, if we walk through a place, we observe and we change our body language around how people around us are behaving. And when we're in a family, we are speaking, we have a different body language, we have a different tone. At workplace, we have another body language, another tone. And sometimes it's so unconsciously switching that your mind has, understood that language and where it is, and that it's done so seamlessly. But when you are at a stranger place where you don't belong, there could be a fear, there could be unfamiliarity depending on how do you relate to that place. But if there is this unbelongingness, there is a certain kind of freedom behind it. That you feel that pressure is off, there is nothing, suffocating or holding you back. That's, I think, what Maya Angelou was talking about in the freedom of not belongingness. And another thing that I would like to talk in this particular talk is there is also a pressure of fitting in. Like we are just fitting in because we have learned to fit in so seamlessly in different places, and sometimes there is no cost in fitting it, that you do it willingly and happily, and sometimes there is a cost. And when there is a cost, we feel that discomfort, that if you're trying to make yourself smaller or bigger to fit a certain place or people, and you're trying to belong, there is a discomfort, there is a price. And what is the price is like at that moment when you're trying to fit in, when you're paying the price, to fit in and to belong, there's a disconnection with your own self happening at the same time. Like, hey, that's not me, you violate your own boundary at that moment. You violate your own self at that moment, and there's this disconnection. There is that, you don't belong to yourself in the moments when you fit in, when you do people pleasing, when you give in, and you feel that discomfort, that anger inside. You're not happy about it. And why is it so? Because you're not you in that moment. You don't belong to yourself in that moment. And where that's the discomfort coming from. So for this Monday, I would say, belong to yourself. Just be yourself. Stay true to yourself. Do not try to fit in at the cost of being you or who you are. The people who can relate to me, people, because I am true to myself, right? This is how I am, and they see me for me. They're not seeing someone else. So I think there is a price for fitting in, and there is also a price for not fitting in. And the reward is high for not fitting in because you are true to yourself. You belong to yourself first, and then the right people will walk in your life. And I think that's the biggest reward, that you find your tribe in that being yourself. There is this win-win thing. So take care. Let me know, what thought came to you after listening to this. Take care.